Thanksgiving show. We're back. My first guest is an actress and a comedian. Starting next Friday, you can see her in the film The Independent. Please welcome our good friend Janeane Garofalo. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. I brought you your favorite pie.
His favorite pie, what is it?
It's a dingleberry pie.
Ah, isn't that nice? That's disgusting.
It's kosher.
It's kosher? Okay, I'll put that right over here and enjoy that later.
See, the beauty of that joke is you can't hit it over the head. You got to underplay that, and that's very funny. So
Yeah,
when
right.
I say it's a dingleberry pie, the fact that I say it so deadpan is what's so funny about the pie.
We're learning America right now.
I just want to deconstruct the joke for them on Thanksgiving
Day.
Day.
On, yeah. Well, happy Thanksgiving. How are you?
Thank you. You too. I'm very well, thank you.
Yeah?
Is
this you enjoy this holiday? Is it?
Well, you know, I'm enjoying the fact that I get to be on your show on Thanksgiving, so then you can avoid the, as you said earlier, relating emotionally to other people.
I never said that. I don't know what she's talking about. She's crazy. I'm a perfect human being.
Sometimes you like to just go to people's Thanksgiving, like after the whole thing's done. You don't have to wash the dishes and be part of the whole thing.
Right.
So this gives me a great excuse to say, oh, I can't help with anything. I can come afterwards because I'm doing the Conan show today, even though I don't tell them that I'll be done in like 10 minutes. So, so I'll be ready to...
How much of the Conan show did you... Well, it's a telethon.
It's going to go all day long. It's like the Chabad telethon.
It's 14 hours, yeah. Now, I understand you of course, you live here in the city.
Yes.
I've run into you on the street.
Yes.
And you try and avoid me, and I'm like,
yes.
Janeane,
and it never works. You keep hounding me.
I run. I understand you had to...
I had jury duty. I had jury duty on October 1st, which just goes to show you that not even a jihad can get you out of jury duty. Nothing can get you out of jury duty. And since I'm patriotic now, like everyone else, I didn't try and get out of it. You know what I mean?
You're patriotic now.
You know, everybody's very... I've got a flag on my door and the whole nine, like everyone else, and I didn't feel like trying to get out of jury duty because it seemed un-American.
Right.
So I even like to the point where I feel like I have to be like a booster for George W. Bush now in some way, but still when I see him speak on television, I get nervous. You know what I mean? Like he's such a kind of a poor public speaker that I feel like a mom and your kid's in the school play and you're like watching him like, oh come on, guys. Oh, you know this one.
Yeah.
Make no mistake about evildoer. Evil, you know, because he says like 3 things. But but I have to be supportive of him now, and I have to go to jury duty and love it. And then I thought, well, maybe jury duty will be exciting. Maybe I'll get, you know, I'll have like a mild flirtation with the defendant, and it'll be very exciting.
Well,
you know,
it'll be
that
sexy
kind of
like it is on TV.
Be very sexy like on TV, and then I was hoping that maybe I'll get that beleaguered African-American female judge that's always on TV, the tough but fair black female judge who says things like, well, I'll allow it, but it better be good. You know, like that kind of thing. And, don't waste my time, counselor. You know, the appropriate amount of sass and respect for the judicial system. So, and then I was hoping that I could be sitting in the jury box and there'd be some new evidence introduced and I could sit there and go, murmur, 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 murmur. And then maybe if we're really lucky, the defendant will choose to be his own representative. He'll choose to be his own lawyer, which is always delightful for that old comedy classic where he asks himself a question and then he runs to sit in the chair and then runs back. But none of that happened, and so jury duty was a real bust.
Well, what I love about when defendants defend themselves is that it's often when they're crazy.
That's what I say, the red flag of the insane. That's why it's such a joy to see a man defending himself like Ted Bundy, i.e. your Ted Bundys.
Right.
But, and then also, in that judicial line of thinking, have you guys noticed that this fall TV season, have you noticed how many hot forensics experts and CIA operatives we've got and FBI under... Woohoo! What is in the water at Quantico, people? Sign me up. What's going on? Especially that hot chick that looks at the dead bodies. You know, the one with the leather pants. Jordan.
Yeah, Crossing Jordan.
I like it when she bends over to look at the dead bodies and thong strap. I like that. It's like,
this man is dead.
Hello, pretty lady. Yeah, I know. Crossing Jordan's thong strap, I think. That's a nice one. But they also, for the FBI things, you know, the FBI, the crack profiling team at your FBI profiled who they believe is the anthrax culprit because they don't believe it's Al-Qaeda.
Right.
This is the profile that they came up with at the FBI. Adult male, hostile, access to lab equipment, which that was completely out of left field. I was convinced it was Carol from the Olive Garden. I thought for sure it was Carol from the Olive Garden, because she's a little, you know, she's a little testy.
I remember reading their profile. Whenever they release whether it's the Unabomber they're trying to find him or the person sitting in the Anthrax, I always read the profile, and it always sounds like me. Male, hostile, spends a lot of time alone, trouble relating to women. I'm always expecting, like, knock, knock, knock. It's not me.
But they had like a team of profilers doing that, which I think any of us would have said is probably a guy with access to lab equipment, and he probably has a bad attitude. You would probably surmise that rather than, I think it's a 12-year-old girl. You know, I mean, I just do. I don't ask me why.
She's a cheerleader?
Yeah, cheerleader, gets along great with everyone, so it's very, very odd that she would be behind the whole Anthrax thing. But.
Well, they'll figure it out soon.
Oh, here's hoping.
Holiday requests.
I do have some holiday requests.
Because I know that you take this holiday seriously, and you know.
I do. I just have one holiday request for anyone in this holiday season. If anybody's going to be photographed with Mr. Muhammad Ali, please don't put up your dukes. Don't do that. He's seen it. He's had enough already. So that would be, you're not the first one to do it. So that would be the
that's an appeal to like 9 people in America right now.
No, but I notice every time you see a photo of poor Muhammad Ali, everybody thinks they're the first guy to go like that, or the old fake punch.
No, it's like Muhammad Ali with Dustin Hoffman, and he's like that. With Mickey Rooney, he's like that. Conan O'Brien, he's like that. It's always the same thing.
But it's other people that do it to him, and I'm sure he's just like, oh, dude, if you do that one more time.
I'm going to go crazy.
But, so that's...
We watched this movie. We have.
Yeah, do you want to show a clip?
Movie.
This is a movie called The Independent, and if you go to...
Let's call it The Independent, though.
The Independent, and the website that is really great for it, feynmanfilms.com. Jerry Stiller plays Morty Feynman, who's like a Roger Corman-esque film director who's trying to reinvent himself sort of as a kind of a Tarantino
He's trying to do the cool new hip movie. He's trying to do the
cool thing and also get himself out of bankruptcy. That's the nutshell version of the film, and I play his daughter Paloma Feynman. And I don't know what clip you have, but...
I don't either. I believe... Is it the one in the graveyard? Is that right? The one in the graveyard? Did we have a meeting about this, Frank? Where are you? Yes. One in the graveyard? I'm asking someone in the audience.
It's the scene in the graveyard, people. I think that's the one.
Someone in the audience is like, yeah! Just show it. All right, sir. Thank you. All right, let's... Do we need to know anything? Yeah, let's roll it.
Let's do it.
Listen, can you work for me?
Work with you? I don't even talk to you. You never return my phone calls. You never write me back. You never, ever want
to. The bank.
I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear about the bank.
The bank wants to repossess my films.
Yeah, they always do. And I always tell you, if you don't have money, don't make a film. You never listen to me.
Wait a minute. Hold it. I need to make
Stop yelling. Shh. I'm sorry. Come on. I'm sorry they want to
right now. We're not talking money. I don't need you to come to tell me about money. I didn't come.
You're the one who called me. You know what? Shut down the picture.
No, I will not do that. I will not shut the picture down.
Dad, I am embarrassed yet again.
I hate it when that happens.
Oh, my God.
That was funny. You can't deconstruct that.
You cannot.
The Independent opens in select cities next Friday.
Yes.
Yes. Well, thank you. You're going to stick around tonight.
I am for Mr. Paul Rudd.
Yes, Mr. Paul Rudd's coming up. Janeane Garofalo, thank you very much. Paul Rudd coming up. Ben Folds after that. We'll see you in a second.
Give a little bit of your love to me. See the man with the lonely eyes. Take his hand, you'll be surprised. Give a little bit, I'll give a little bit of my love to you.
Doesn't your guy deserve a Norelco Razor this holiday? Accept no imitations. Give him the #1 selling electric razor, Norelco.
Hold on. We've got more prizes. For the student who sells the most candy, a weekend pass to Coastal Kingdom to get out there and sell that candy.
Volkswagen Passat. It only looks like $1 million.
How to speak Australian. Conservationist. Beer. Foster's Australian for beer.